In this video, I'm going to show you how I gained 30 plus watch hours from one video as a beginner on YouTube. Now, before I get into it, obviously, I'm a new YouTuber. No, this is not some blown up video where I'm going to give you a whole bunch of fluff because that's not what I'm going through. And I value authenticity. I know you do as well. And it's inspiring to see someone begin, especially if you're a beginner. We're all at different stages. So as we get into it, I'm going to share my screen, show you the video I'm talking about, and then I'm going to show you what I could have done. But I decided to actually start as a beginner to show and to also know what it is starting as a beginner. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go down a little bit to one of the videos I posted. It's about 7 days old as of today's date. And when we hit analytics on this video, there we go. The 30 watch hours are right here. 30.3 watch hours. And guys, it's growing. Like, it's growing as we speak. Okay, I'm really excited because I think this is it. Like, this is my sign to go all in on showing how YouTube works and how to get monetized, but also show multiple income streams that you can bring in, because a lot of you not, I've made 6 figures online using Instagram, using short form content. I've been down that road before, and I'm doing something completely new. So I wanted to show you that I do have an Instagram where I could have transferred or shouted myself out and let people know, hey, come over and subscribe or watch my videos on YouTube. And I did not do that. I started from ground zero with this channel. Okay. And when we look at this, I have 31.4 thousand followers. I did not use this audience, all right, to get engagement like this on YouTube. I am like you watching this right now, you're a fresh audience. You're a fresh audience. Okay. I want to also show that it is possible for you to do that. Okay. If you have an Instagram presence, you don't have to do what I'm doing, but I'm showing you all like what it looks like getting it out the mud. I'm still getting notifications to this day, and I haven't posted on Instagram in months, probably like 3 months. Okay. Anyways, this isn't about Instagram. This is about YouTube. Let's get into it. I'm going to share my iPad screen. Let's get back to the screen, wherever it's at. There we are. Boom. Okay. So how I gain 30 plus watch hours in one video. You need to do this. I have 4 principles you need to follow. Pay attention. Principle number 1 is think one step ahead of your audience. I believe wholeheartedly that one of the reasons why I was able to get 30 plus watch hours on this one video, and it's still growing, all right, is because I thought one step ahead. If we go back to my channel and we look at this and we look at what this video is about, all right, first of all, the title is How I Gained 700 Subscribers in 7 Months. Well, if you ask yourself the question, who gets subscribers? Well, that's easy. People who post on YouTube. Now, if you're struggling to get subscribers, it's because you've already started YouTube. One of my biggest mistakes that I made in my channel, with my business background as in entrepreneurship and being an online fitness coach and getting an audience of over 30,000 people on Instagram teaching business and how to make money online, one of my biggest problems was I was telling people how much money I was making. And even though that is a successful topic you can talk about, the problem is we're just talking about money. Everybody wants money. I mean, people want raises at 9 to 5s. People want to have side hustles. People want to learn how to make money with GPT. But then there's this other group of people who also want to make money, but with YouTube. And my problem was I was just telling people I was making money. So for example, if I go to my analytics and I hit see more, and then I go to the last 365 days, because I haven't been posting for a full year yet. But if I look, a lot of my videos, even if it got a good amount of views, I let people know I made $1,600 with a digital product, or stop trading your time for money. And even though this got good views, these videos stopped growing, but also at the same time, I didn't get as much engagement, nearly as much engagement, opposed to the video that I'm talking about right now, which is being one step ahead, which is talking about people who started a YouTube, not just people who want money. You following along? All right. And I'm going to break this down in just a second, a little bit more on my iPad so you can understand this concept. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this analytic. Let's see if we can filter out how many comments we got, right? How many comments we got with this video. So if we look And we try to filter this out. Let's say more metrics. Let's see if we can find comments real quick. There we go. Comments added. So it's right there. All right. So we scroll down. Boom. Interactions. This shows me that, here we go right here. Comments. Okay. You see these videos that got 1,200 views in the purple. And then we got another video that hit 1,100 views in the purple. And these videos have 4 to 8 to 3 videos. But if we put the comments at the top, all right, which means that we're sorting the videos that got the most comments from highest to least, we can see that I got 800 views with this video, but we got 22 comments. We haven't even, do you understand that? Okay, it shows the percentages right here. The amount of comments I got was 7.8%. And one of my highest viewed videos was 2.8% on comments. I got more views in one video, but less comments. The other one, I got less views, but way more comments. This shows me, and it shows you as well, this principle that I just showed you, which is think one step ahead of your audience. You see, usually when we think about making videos, and I'm talking about people who post value, okay, not entertainment. That's a whole nother topic. But in this channel, we're talking about people who are passionate about a topic and want to provide value and build a community that not only changes people's lives, but change their own life, and by making money online with YouTube. Check this out. What usually happens is you have one person that we call the viewer. Okay. And then we have another person called you. All right. Not the Netflix series, but you. Okay. Now, the problem is you might be, let's just say you have some steps. Okay. So we got some steps. I'm going to put that in black. So here's some steps. Now, at the end of those, at the top of these steps, like a Mario game, right? At the top of these steps, you have the finish flag, right? You got the goal. You want to make the goal, okay? So that's a little finish flag or whatever. Now, let's just say that goal may be losing 20 pounds, okay? Losing 20 pounds. Let's just say you have already met your goal, okay? You've already met your goal. You've lost 20 pounds. As a matter of fact, you're on the road to losing 40 pounds, twice as much. But the person that you make videos for on YouTube, they're on step number 2, okay? The key difference here is that when people are on step 1, what they may be struggling with is something like gym anxiety. Okay? They haven't even made it to the gym. They don't care about the equipment that's in the gym because they're nervous as hell to even walk in the gym. They haven't even gotten a membership, maybe. They don't like being around people. They feel like an introvert. They're like, people may judge me. I don't want to go to the gym. Okay? That's step 1. There's a lot of people at step 1. But here's the problem. If you're serving people at step 1, then it's harder to get them to care about it more. They'll just come up with the excuse of, well, I have gym anxiety, so that's why I don't go. They feel stressed before they even think about losing weight or what it takes to lose the weight. Now, people at step 2 are a little bit different. They may have had gym anxiety, or maybe they still have gym anxiety, but they made it to the gym at least. And so now people at step 2, yeah, they might have gym anxiety, but they made it into the gym. Their problem is they don't know what type of equipment they need to lose the 20 pounds. Do I use that equipment over there to lose the 20 pounds? Do I go on the treadmill? How do I lift? How do I use the equipment? How long should I be on the equipment? You see what I'm saying? The person who's at gym anxiety isn't even in the gym. People at step 2 are in the gym, but just don't know what to do confidently. They don't know what to do yet in the gym to make themselves feel confident that they're going to lose the weight. Now, people at step number 3, they may be doing the exercises because they feel like they know what to do. But instead, they may be struggling with diet. Oh, I got to be on a strict diet. I can only eat this much. Well, what they don't know is that if they just learn food better and learn how to read nutrition labels, then they'd get 10 times better with having freedom with their food so they can lose the 20 pounds and more. I'm bringing up this example because this is actually what I taught when I was an online fitness coach, but I'm here to tell you this works in your niche or niche as well. Hear me out. You want to make sure that you focus in highlighter, okay, on people on step 2 or step 3, because these are the people that are more invested in the journey. I wholeheartedly, I told you, I'm not using Instagram or any other platform or even people personally in my life to promote any type of video. They don't even know what I do. Like, it's 12:45 a.m. right now. I could be asleep right now, but I do this in discreet. I do it while nobody else is watching because I want a genuine audience that actually values what I show. And you want the same thing. That is exactly why I have more comments and engagement and watch hours with this video, because I landed on step 2 with people who want to make money online. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you're already on step 2. You've already started a channel. You've already been watching videos. I guarantee you this is not the first. This is how you do this on YouTube video. You probably already started. You're seeing some traction. You're watching this for inspiration or just a different insight. Am I right? If I'm right, hey, type I'm right in the comment section, okay? Just let me know. Anyways, when we go back to these principles, always remember you need to think one step ahead of your audience, because when you think one step ahead of your audience, you're talking to the problem that they're dealing with in the moment. You don't want to help people who haven't started or are thinking about starting. You want to help people who have started but have a problem after starting. Those are the people who are more invested, time, energy, and money, you know? Anyways, let's go to principle number 2 on how I gained 30 plus watch hours in one video. Number 2 is use how I to stand out and build curiosity. What this means is this. Number 1, people don't know who you are. And the problem with this is it's hard for them to look at your face or look at your videos and be like, oh, I know her. I know she knows what she's talking about. Oh, I know him. I know he knows what he's talking about. Okay. The problem is you don't have enough people watching you yet. And the easiest way for people to want to watch you is by leaving them on an open loop. Soap operas do this all the time. Movies do this all the time. Marvel movies do this all the time. Check this out. You know, when you watch a Marvel movie, right? Let's just say this is the movie screen right here, right? This is not a YouTube play button. That's a movie play button. So you go to the movies. You watch a Marvel movie. They play the movie, but then what ends up happening is you got something called the end credits, okay? The end credits is a little clip that they play at the end that everybody stays after in a Marvel movie. And what ends up happening is they leave you on an open loop. Oh my gosh, really? Wait, so-and-so came back? Wait a minute, that means that. That's called, I just forgot the word. It just went over my head. End credits. After credits. Okay, it's called after credits. Okay, and what after credits do, remember, is leave you on something called an open loop. They make you wonder, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? Okay, so even though they might take months or years to come up with the next movie, you know how it ended and you know what you should kind of hint towards or expect. Oh, so-and-so's coming out with another movie. Oh, this isn't the last movie of this series. And that's exactly what you need to do when it comes to YouTube. How does this work? Well, if you use a how I statement, like I have in my analytics that I'm about to show you right now, you build curiosity. I'm showing you proof. Check this out. If we go back to my analytics, you can see that if let me go ahead and refresh the page. Hopefully it'll clear this out. No, I didn't. Okay, so we're just going to clear this out. And then I'm going to filter and I'm going to type in we want to see the highest viewed videos. All right, if you can look real close, I'm going to zoom in here. All right, these videos are graded and listed from top to bottom, from highest viewed to least viewed. If we look at it, the highest viewed video I have right now is easiest digital side hustle to start GPT with. $2,000 a week, right? And I've made money doing this. Now, a lot of these videos they have like some type of AI in the title. Like I'm saying how to do a side hustle to start using GPT with. AI is just a trending topic right now. But if you look at it, you can also see the titles where I say I made is like, it builds curiosity because people want to know how I made it. You're unique. Believe it or not, you're unique. Even though there's a ton of people right now to show how to make money or how to get this result, what people care about more is how you, not how to, but how you. Okay. And I do make how-to videos as well, but they don't do as well when I say how to. They do better when I say how I. How I is more unique. How I is a different story. How I is a different journey. And people love new opportunities. Okay. So when I look at my videos and I look at, because some of these videos, like, again, I use AI. AI is really a trending topic right now. Or stop trading your time for money. Do this instead. These are kind of like outliers. These I never really repeated these over and over again, and they did really well. But when I say I found the easiest niches to make $1,000 a day. It got high views. All right. Again, we used YouTube. Easiest way to make $500 a day with YouTube. That did well. I hate to break it to you. Okay. What I do after work to make money online, how I gained 700 subs. I made $800 in 4 days. I've been posting for 4 years. Here's how I would turn $40 into $180. Like, even these aren't the highest viewed videos, they're up and ranked. I pay attention to the ones that are in the highest ranks and got me the most watch hours, because that's also what you need for YouTube monetization. And you want people to watch your videos. And that's one of the top ways to build curiosity, is to say how I instead of saying how to. All right. Now, if it's made sense so far, say how I in the comment section down below. I'm just curious to know if that made sense to you. Okay. Now, the third principle is good artists copy, great artists steal. And I know a lot of people feel offended by this because they're like, well, I don't want to steal anything, and that's just unethical. Well, you're not taking anything from anybody. You're more so looking at what's working, because the market ain't never going to lie. You know what's crazy to me is that most of us will look at people who are successful on YouTube or making money online, and we'll look at to what made them money online, get inspired by it, and then do something very, very similar, or even want to follow their process off of what they did to get a certain result. Or if you want to lose weight, you'll follow some type of diet and you'll be like, oh, I got to follow this strictly. But when it comes down to content, there's so many people who are like, well, you shouldn't copy. And it's like, you can't copy. Well, number one, you look different from the other person. Number two, you have your own say so. Now, obviously you can copy somebody word for word, and I'm not talking about that. I want to bring up an example of a very famous artist that a lot of people either love or hate, but love him or hate him. I love his music when he first came out. I don't listen to his updated music now because I don't really care for it, but his music when he first debuted, or whatever you call it, came out with his first album, was amazing. And this is Kanye West. Check this out. If I open up GPT right now on my computer, and I want to bring it to a blank screen real quick. So let me bring it to a blank screen. Okay. So if I open up GPT right now on my Mac and I type in something like, oops, let me see. Come on. Okay, there we go. I want you to list out all the Kanye songs in the beginning of his career where he sampled original songs and the songs blew up once he remade them. All right, so I just asked GPT to show me all the songs that Kanye blew up from previous songs that were already made. All right. So one of the most famous songs is Through the Wire. It was originated by Shaka Khan in 1984, but he blew it up in 2003. He sampled it, and I'm not going to play the music because I'm not going to get a copyright strike. Slow Jams, if you know Slow Jams, okay, he copied that he sampled that, A House Is Not a Home by Luther Vandross. Like, listen to these songs. If you know these songs, you already know, but like what Kanye did was sample songs that were already made and put a twist on them, and he blew up. Okay, these are his early songs. It All Falls Down is a sample from Mystery of Inequity. And I know this is legit because I literally listened to the original songs and then right after it listened to the Kanye song to like appreciate the creativity that came with it. Now he's a whole different topic now that I'm not really caring for whatever reason. He's doing what he's doing now, but I'm talking about the old Kanye, if that makes sense. All right. So let's get back into this principle. How this is going to work for you is very simple. You're going to make sure that you steal. Okay. You're going to make sure that you steal, but you need to make sure that you do it ethically. And what this looks like is this. When we go to YouTube, for example, like this is my browser that I had open right now, right? If we look, let's go ahead and take the example that got really good views. The one that got 30 watch hours. Okay. So if I click and go to analytics, right, I've got this video that's named How I Gained 700 Subs in 7 Months. If I go to my document in YouTube headlines, by the way, you can get this inside of my Passion to Profit community. Okay. The link to this is in the description down below. I put it in the classroom as a useful tool. It's in this module right here. And when you open this up, you'll have useful tools that you can use. And you get a whole bunch of things that I don't charge for that you can go ahead and use. I actually got to update it. I got to put this document in here. So if you click the link down below, it'll be in here by the time you watch this video. But I do make my YouTube titles and I do steal them from videos that have already been doing well. You can do the same if you're in a similar niche, or you can go ahead and just copy this template and kind of use it for yourself. As you can tell, I put a lot of work into this. Okay. So anyways, if I go, let's see. I know I stole it from someone. Here we go. So actually, this is one of my mentors, Alexa. Never mind. Yeah, I got an Amazon Echo in the corner. Anyways, her video her video title was I made my full income in 6 months with YouTube. You can too. Now I switched it up a lot. Obviously, I said instead of saying I made my full income, because I haven't yet, not with YouTube at least, I just said a different metric. I got 700 subs in 7 months. And you know what's crazy? I didn't know if it was going to work or not. I just stole it because I saw it work for her. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't it work for me? And yeah, I have 700 subs in 7 months, not 700,000. And to a lot of people, they may look at that and be like, well, that's not a lot. Well, it's a lot to someone who doesn't have 700. So this is where I'm saying, remember when we came up and we talked about being one step ahead, you want to make sure, there goes those steps again. I'm not talking to people who have gym anxiety. I'm talking to people who are in the gym and don't know what to do. I'm talking to people who are posting on YouTube and don't have 700 subscribers. So there we go. Step number 2. Anyways, we go back to my desktop and I got 700 subscribers in 7 months with YouTube. You can too. And when we look at those analytics, they did well. Now I changed up the title, How I Gained 700 Subscribers in 7 Months. You see, it goes at how I again. You see what I'm saying? So great artists steal. They just do. And this video, I didn't even watch her video to know what to say. I didn't copy not one word, because I probably did watch it, but I didn't copy her. Like, all these videos are not scripted. They're right off the top of my brain. I don't care about a script. I'm not about to do that, especially if I'm a beginner, you know? It's a lot of time invested into it and you're not guaranteed a good return on it. So it's more important about finding out what people click on what people care about and what people want to watch you for. Obviously, people want to watch me for this. Okay. So you got to figure that out for yourself as well. Now, the last one, which is the most important one. All right. It kind of ties into what I just said in number 3, which is good artists steal. But as you know, I let you know how I gained 700 subs in 7 months. I got a lot of people supporting the channel and supporting that video. I'm like, yo, this is so inspiring. Thank you. I'm just subbing to you. I'm here for the journey. And I love the support. You know, and of course, there's those people who compare me to other people. You think 700 is a lot? Bro, I gained 15,000 or 20,000 in this much. You have your own journey. And at least for my channel, I'm posting long form content. I have posted 0 shorts. I am not looking for quick subscribers just to get monetized. I'm looking for those who want value to change their lives. And people like that are watching long form videos. I watch long form videos. I don't give a crap about short form videos because it's 30 seconds of value. It's not going to change my life. When have you ever gotten 30 seconds of anything and it literally changed your life? It really didn't. It really didn't. Everything that I have gotten that is worthwhile of having or experiencing has taken a substantial amount of time. My relationship, not only with my girl, but God, my parents know me my whole life, my brothers, you know, having iPhones and an Apple Watch and an iPad and a MacBook. Like it took, it took me using the device to like it enough to buy another one and buy another one and have a service and all these things. So 30 seconds, a little bit of value is really never going to change your life substantially. What's more important is that you overconsume. And yes, I said overconsume because you need to literally have that knowledge oozing out of your pores. I don't want to get into a rant here, but I'm here to tell you that that's why I create long form content, because I know the people who actually want to change their lives are going to dedicate the time, energy, and money into themselves to change their lives, because I'm that person. I'm looking to change my life. Even after building an audience of over 30,000 people on Instagram and making over 6 figures on Instagram, I decided I wasn't going to use my power or audience on Instagram to put my audience on YouTube. I want to start it out off the mud to experience what it is to begin from 0 again and show you that it's actually possible. Not through some experiment being like, oh, I posted 1 video a month, but literally working my ass off to get there, because I know it's going to be inspirational for you. And I know you respect that. You get what I'm saying? So last one is compare yourself to, drum roll, compare yourself to yourself. Compare yourself to yourself. Remember when we were talking about being 1 step ahead? When we were talking about being 1 step ahead, what if we just zoom in here? Boom. Remember, you may be at a point right now. Let's say you already lost your 20 pounds at the top, right? You might be at a point where you already lost 20 pounds. Maybe you lost 80 pounds. But at a certain point, you did want to lose just 20 pounds, but maybe you didn't know what equipment to use. So instead of now just seeing that person as the viewer, what if you just talk to the old you? So now what you're doing is you're comparing yourself to you. And because you know that gap between you on where you were at, which is right here on step 2, not knowing the equipment to use, and you that have finally learned how to lose 20 pounds and 80 pounds, you just look at the gap. Okay? You just look at the gap and figure out, oh, I know how to get somebody from point A to point B. So no longer are you comparing yourself. Here's how I did it. Check this out. I've been documenting my journey the whole time. Check this out. This is how I do it. I don't look at someone and say, oh my gosh, they got 1,000 subscribers or 16,000 subscribers in 1 month. That's awesome. But we all have our own journeys and we all have our own, not destinations, but our own success milestones. I've been tracking my monetization status and my subscribers ever since I started back in October 29, 2024. Okay. Look at all these screenshots. I took screenshots as consistently as possible. I probably took a screenshot once every week. And my first week starting October 29th, I had like 40 subs. Now, if I keep swiping, because I told you I documented it, yeah, my channel changed. I changed it. I changed my profile photo, but I started literally screenshotted almost every single time I opened up the YouTube app to track my progress. Then on February 27th, that day, I had 499 subs. You get what I'm saying? I did this for y'all, by the way. Okay. But every time that I look back and I compare myself to the old self back in these months, this is February 28th. I had 641 subs. Okay. So I look back at my old self. When I didn't have 700 subs back in February, what did I need to know? What did I need to know that I didn't know? And now I'm talking to my old self, which is allowing me to focus on people who are on step 2. So you really got to think. Don't compare yourself to other people, and don't think that your results aren't worthy of sharing and people don't want to watch you, because people will. Because there's people who were in your position or who are in your position that you were in that want to be in the position you're in right now. Even with 700 subs, even with losing 20 pounds. Someone can always say, oh, well, you only got this amount of, like, yeah, I did. But you know what? There's a lot of people who haven't gotten there yet. And I appreciate being in this position because now I'm able to show them what I'm going through and what I did in order for them to do what they need to do. And I just think it's really, and I'm going to stop talking after this because I get passionate about these things, because as I'm talking to the camera, I treat it as if I'm talking to my old self or my brother. But the truth is, I think there's beauty, respect, and inspiration for those who are not a million steps ahead of you. You see, if I had like 5 million subs and I'm trying to show you how to get your first 700 subs, I'm going to come from a whole different perspective. I've probably had that already made it mindset. And it's like, well, this is what I did. And it's like, this is an old picture of me. No, this is like 4 months ago. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a full year ago from today's date. I know what you're going through because I was right where you're at just a couple months ago. Anyways, those are the principles that you need to follow to get a certain amount of watch hours, 30 watch hours. That's what I follow. And it's growing. So maybe this is going to be the video that blows up the channel. If it is, hey, let's get it. I'm hyped because it's growing right now as we speak. And it's going to be the top video literally by tomorrow. I know it is. But anyways, subscribe if you're here for the journey. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.